The internet thought it was just another set of photos. A few snapshots. A red carpet appearance. A smile that looked almost too confident for someone turning 70. But when people looked closer at Reba McEntire, they realized something deeper was happening. This was not a woman trying to relive her youth. This was a woman who had survived heartbreak, betrayal, humiliation, and unimaginable loss, and no longer felt the need to hide any part of herself. At 70 years old, Reba McEntire is leaving nothing to the imagination, and the proof is not just in pictures. It is written all over the life she fought to build. For decades, the world saw Reba as country music's smiling queen. The fiery red hair, the sharp wit, the glamorous stage presence. But behind those cameras was a woman constantly being told what she should be. When she first arrived in Nashville in the 1970s, executives saw her as marketable but controllable. They wanted polished songs without too much pain in them. They wanted a pretty face with a soft voice. What they did not expect was the steel underneath. Reba understood something early. Audiences do not fall in love with perfection. They connect with scars. Every heartbreak she sang about carried pieces of her real life hidden inside the lyrics. Long before the awards and television success, Reba grew up in rural Oklahoma where emotions were rarely spoken out loud. Her father believed hard work mattered more than dreams, and approval was not handed out easily. Imagine growing up constantly trying to prove your worth to someone you admired most. That kind of pressure either breaks you or builds you into something unstoppable. For Reba, it became fuel. The pain taught her how to perform with emotional honesty, and that honesty later made millions of strangers feel understood during their own darkest nights. But success came with a cost few people truly saw. Her marriages carried private struggles hidden behind public smiles. Friends close to her described years where she felt emotionally stretched between fame and loyalty, trying to hold relationships together while carrying an empire on her shoulders. Then came the devastating 1991 plane crash that killed members of her band after a concert in California. In one horrifying moment, people she considered family were gone forever. Reba later admitted the grief changed her permanently. You can hear it in the way she sings even now. Softer in some places, stronger in others. Like someone who understands how fragile life really is. That is why these recent photos matter more than people realize. At 70, Reba is not dressing boldly because she wants attention. She already conquered the spotlight decades ago. What you're seeing now is freedom. The freedom of a woman who stopped apologizing for existing loudly. The freedom of someone who spent years surviving criticism about aging, appearance, relationships, and career choices in an industry terrified of older women remaining visible. Every confident appearance now feels like a quiet rebellion against every person who once underestimated her. And maybe that is the real reason people cannot stop talking about her. Reba McEntire represents something rare in entertainment today. Endurance. Not manufactured perfection. Not viral fame. Endurance. She outlasted the doubters, the heartbreak, the losses, and the impossible standards placed on women in country music. At 70 years old, she is no longer trying to fit anyone's expectations. She is standing exactly as she is, fearless, glamorous, imperfect, resilient, and completely unforgettable. Because in the end, the real proof was never in the pictures alone. The proof was in the woman who survived everything meant to silence her and kept singing anyway.